Hey everybody, welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today we are going to be playing Love is in the TBR for the month of December. So if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that every month I play my homemade TBR game called Love is in the TBR. It is a kind of board game type TBR game where I roll a dice, move that spaces, and depending on what space I land on, I get a prompt. There are easy, medium, and hard prompts. And there's also a couple Kiss of Death spaces on my board where if I land on those, I have to spin a spinner wheel that I have of all the series that I'm currently in the middle of, and then read the next book in whatever series the wheel picks, and I have to move all the way back to the beginning of the board. I also added a stipulation for myself that if I do not read all the books from my TBR that the board game gives me, that I have to add another Kiss of Death space to the board. Luckily, last month in November, the game only gave me 3 books. So I have completed all 3 of those. The first one was That Sick Love. The next was Amari and the Despicable Wonders. And the third one was Incidents Around the House. So since I read all 3 of those books, I do not have to add an additional Kiss of Death space to the board. So we're just have the original 2. And that being said, let's hop into our first roll. All right, roll 1. A 3. 1, 2, 3. An X prompt. A mood read. Well, at least that's an easy one. All right, our first roll was a 3, which landed us on an X prompt. So for this, we got a mood read. For this, I am going to be reading The Hunted Heir by Holly Renee. I have been meaning to get to this one since it came out. I read The Veiled Kingdom and absolutely devoured it. I loved it so much. I had so much fun. It's just a fun, smutty, spicy, good time. It's a fantasy romance with a shadow daddy, and I just loved it. So, yeah, that's going to be my first book. Let's get into roll 2. Roll 2. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another O prompt. A book that ends in odd page numbers. Should be another easy one, hopefully. All right. For roll 2, I rolled a 5. That ended us on an O prompt. And for this, the prompt was a book that ends in odd page numbers. So for this prompt, I'm going to be reading One Cursed Rose by Rebecca Zanetti. I was gifted this so sweetly by Carissa from Boxers and Books. I will make sure to link her channel down below. I know she's taking a little break right now from BookTube, but again, I just want to say a special thank you because she got this art copy and was so sweet as to gift it to me. So I'm really excited to read it, and it is 341 pages. Let's get into roll 3. Roll 3. A 4. I really thought I landed on that Kiss of Death for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another O. A book over 500 pages. That should be doable, I think. All right, our third roll, I rolled a 4, which got us another O prompt, and that is a book over 500 pages. I was a little nervous about this one because in my mind, I was like, it's the end of the year. I just kind of want to have an easy month, just read really more simple things. But I think for this, I'm going to finally pick up Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Everyone has been raving about it, and it's quite a long book. I don't have the physical copy, but I was looking at Amazon, and like the Kindle version is like 600 some pages. So it definitely is over 500 pages for sure. And I'm really excited to hop into this dark fantasy romance. let's get into roll 4. Roll 4. Of course. A 2. 1, 2. Another O. And a book that is signed by the author. All right, so for roll 4, I rolled a 2. We landed on yet another O prompt, and this prompt was a book that is signed by the author. I have been working through my Twisted Retreat collection. All of those books are signed by the author, so I thought it was the perfect time to pick another one. So I am going to be reading These Things Linger by Dan Franklin. I know absolutely nothing about this. There's a gas station on the sprayed edge, so I assume a gas station comes into play somehow. The inside is super creepy looking. End papers. And the cover is absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, as all Twisted Retreat books are, it is signed by the author. So I'm really excited to get into this one. Let's get into roll 5. And roll 5, and hopefully the last rolls. Are you kidding? Why does this game troll me like this? A 1, a heart prompt, a book that has a prologue. Well, that could have been worse because there's some bad prompts in there. And our last roll is pointless because we're off the board no matter what it is. Of course, now we get a 6. And we're off the board. All right, well, roll 5, I was really hoping we were just going to be off the board and we were only going to have 4 books. Of course, this game, as it does, likes to troll me till the last possible minute. So all we needed to roll was a 2 to get off the board. What did I roll? A 1. Yep. So we landed on a heart prompt, and luckily it's an easy one. It is a book that has a prologue. So for this, I am going to be reading A Ship of Bones and Teeth by Karina Halley. I downloaded the Kindle version because I do not have a physical copy of it, but I made sure that it does have a prologue. And I've been hearing nothing but great things. I know this is April from Happily Ever April, one of her favorite books. It is also one of Crystal from Books Ever After's channel's favorite books. It's actually on her list of favorites to read for the Ever After readathon that is going on in the month of December as well. So, yeah, I think this is really the perfect pick for this month. All right, next I want to talk about the Love and Horror Book Club pick for the month. Jenny from the Haphazard Book Nook and I host a book club where we rotate between dark romance and horror books. I will make sure I link our Discord down below if you want to join us. We do read-alongs and live shows discussing the book the last 2 Sundays of every month. And for the month of December, we are going to be reading Wild North by J.A. Salisbury. This is book 1 of the North Brothers series. I don't know a ton about it, but I know that the male main character is supposed to be like this dangerous kind of mountain man, and our female main character, I'm not sure, she gets lost in the mountains somehow and he rescues her. And I think he's supposed to be like more animalistic, like have all of these like fierce territorial tendencies and things like that. And I'm so excited to check this one out. It seems super interesting. So yeah, if you want to join us again, the link to the Discord is down below. We would love to have you. Of course, for the month of December, I will also be doing another episode of TBR Takedown. Again, I said I wanted to kind of keep my December a little more easy and relaxed than other months. So I think I'm only going to pick 3 books instead of the normal 5 that I do. Because, yeah, I just want to be able to relax and enjoy the holidays and not have to stress every day about hitting a certain page count. But of course, those books are chosen with a spinner wheel, so I'm not sure what those 3 will be yet, but you will find out when that video goes live. Another thing that I've really been wanting to read is the Under the Mistletoe collection, which is an Amazon original collection, and they always do like with famous authors and things, and they have them write these little cute short stories. These ones are all holiday themed. I know there's a book by Allie Hazelwood, Tessa Bailey, and Olivia Dade. I know there's two other books too. I can't remember who the authors are of those, but these are always a fun time. They're never like that great because if you've been around here, you know I don't absolutely love novellas and stuff like that, but I think with it being like just a short, sweet little Christmas story, most of them are like an hour and a half or so long, so they're not a big time investment to listen to. They are part of the read and listen program. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, you also get free access to the audiobooks on Audible with them. So I think they're just the perfect little read for the holiday season. I also plan on doing a reading holiday horrors vlog. I picked some shorter ones. They're all like 100 to 150 ish pages for the most part. Because again, I just want short, simple, not a big investment type of books this month. But I do plan on reading The Visitor, Christmas Eve on Haunted Hill, I Found Christmas Lights Slithering Up My Street, Hark, The Herald Angels Scream, and Candy Cane Kills. I'm not 100% sure that these are the 5 I'll be reading, but I do intend on reading 5 in this vlog. I know there are tons of options out there, so I'm just kind of going to play around with it, look and see what's available to me, and go from there. But those are the 5 that are like top of my list, I think, right now. And then, of course, I'll also be doing a vlog reading some holiday romance. The books I picked, I didn't pick because they're necessarily the ones I want to read the most, but they are on my physical TBR, which is a goal of mine to get it way, way down. And I've had these for like 2 years now. And I just need to get them read because they've just been sitting on my shelf and sitting on my shelf and just, yeah, they need to be read. The first one is The 12 Days of Dash and Lily. If you've seen the Dash and Lily movies, you kind of know the story. This is just a continuation. I also want to read The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. I've read a couple other of her holiday romances. I think I read all the other ones last year, so this is the only one I did not get to. They were really hit or miss for me, so not really sure what to expect here, but I'm hoping I enjoy it. The next one I have is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. I, again, know absolutely nothing about this. I think it might, I want to say I heard it was like a rock star romance or something, but if there's one thing we can expect from a Tessa Bailey book, it is a smutty good time. And again, been sitting on my shelf since last year, I think, maybe the year before. I can't remember when this came out, but like I literally bought it when it released and it's still sitting on my shelf. So this has to happen. And the last book is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. Her books are always just so heartwarming. Even if I haven't absolutely loved all of them, they always give me the feels. So I'm excited to try this one. I think it's kind of like a Groundhog's Day type thing where like our female main character gets in an accident on her way to like her family Christmas and then like keeps waking up and repeating the same day over and over again, like trying to get it right sort of thing. Um, it says something on the back about 2 brothers, so like maybe why choose? I don't know. I don't really know much about this. I'm honestly surprised I haven't heard more about it because this is not a new book by any means. I actually picked this one up secondhand. Yeah, I see it all over the bookternet, but I never hear anyone talk about it. So I'm excited to see for myself. I really think it's going to be cute and a perfect heartwarming Christmas story. So let's talk about a couple of the things that are kind of going on this month. Jenny from the Haphazard Book Nook and I are hosting our holiday bingo. Again, link to the Discord is down below, but we have all of the information in there. It's a very simple bingo board. It's a 4x4 board. You can double, triple, quadruple up on prompts, whatever, however, per book. It's also running for 2 months. It's December and January to make it even easier because I know the holidays are a busy time for everyone and the prompts are very general. Monday's video that already happened, it's already up, has more information on that. So I'll try to remember to link that down below as well. And then also the Ever After Readathon is going on. And that one is hosted by Crystal from Books Forever After. I will link her down below as well. She was so sweet and asked me to be a co-host for this event, so I will be over in her Discord as well. I also had a video that went up last week, last Friday, the Friday before. I don't know. All my days are running together right now. The holidays are such a busy time. And I work in healthcare, which means it's extra busy for us right now, with new insurance contracts and lots of sick people and medications to fill. And it's been a busy couple weeks. So all my days are running together, but I will try to remember to link that video down below as well so you can check it out. And make sure you go check out Crystal's channel as well because her announcement video is definitely a lot more detailed than mine. And again, for this, I'm going to be reading The Hunted Heir, One Cursed Rose, Quicksilver, A Ship of Bones and Teeth, because it is one of her favorite books, and her readathon is also a bingo board based readathon. And you can kind of build your own board as you go, but one of the prompts is to read one of her favorites, and that's one of her favorites. So I'm really excited for my December reading. I have a couple bigger, more impactful books, but for the most part, I have a lot of short stories and novellas and holiday romances, which are generally easy reads. We'll see where we go from there. If I blow through all of these really quickly, I might pick some more, probably some more fantasy romance, and try and get some more stuff off my shelf spread. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Let me know down in the comments below what holiday romance you are looking forward to reading this month. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!